Hello everyone. This video I'm going to deal with pulmonary function test. Pulmonary function test, otherwise it is known as PFT, which measures lung volumes and airflow. It is the process of having the patient perform specific inspiratory and expiratory maneuvers. It is used to detect and measure abnormalities in respiratory function. The airflow measurement is administered by a trained personnel using a spirometer. The results of PFTs are used to diagnose pulmonary disease, monitor disease progression, evaluate disability, and assess response to bronchodilators. Indications of PFT. PFT helps to evaluate symptoms and signs of lung disease, example cough, dyspnea, cyanosis, wheezing, hyperinflation, hypoxemia, hypercapnia, that is carbon dioxide retention. To assess the progression of lung disease, it helps to monitor the effectiveness of therapy, to evaluate preoperative patients in selected situations. It also helps in the grading of severity of respiratory disease, evaluation of smokers without any symptoms, evaluation of workers exposed to occupational hazards, and predicting post-operative pulmonary risk. If the patient underwent any surgery, PFT helped to assess the pulmonary risk or complications which is developing after the surgery. Contraindications for PFT. If the patient had any recent abdominal, thoracic, or eye surgery, if the patient is hemodynamically unstable, if the patient had the symptoms of acute severe illness, chest pain, nauseated feeling, vomiting, high-grade fever, or dyspnea, if the patient had the history of hemoptysis, that is blood in sputum, or if the patient had any recent history of pneumothorax, recent history of abdominal or thoracic or cerebral aneurysm. If the patient had any above mentioned problem, the patient is contraindicated for undergoing a PFT test. When a respiratory function is need to be assessed, two parameters need to be taken into consideration with respect to lung, that is lung volumes and lung capacities. In relation to lung, there are four lung volume. First one is tidal volume. It is denoted as VT. It is defined as the volume of air inhaled and exhaled with each breath. Only a small proportion of total capacity of the lung is considered as the tidal volume. The normal value is 0.5 liters or 500 ml. Expiratory reserve volume, it is denoted as ERV. Additional air that can be forcefully exhaled after normal exhalation is complete. The normal value is 1 liter. Residual volume, it is denoted as RV, the amount of air remaining in lungs after forced expiration, the air available in the lungs for a gas exchange between breaths. The normal value is 1.5 liters. Inspiratory reserve volume, it is denoted as IRV. It is the maximum volume of air that can be inhaled forcefully after normal inhalation. The normal value is 3 liters. In relation to lung, there are four lung capacities. The first one is total lung capacity. It is denoted as TLC, the maximum volume of air that lungs can contain. TLC is calculated as the total of inspiratory reserve volume, tidal volume, expiratory reserve volume, and residual volume. The normal value is 6 liters. Functional residual capacity, it is denoted as FRC, the volume of air remaining in lungs at the end of normal exhalation. FRC is calculated as the sum of ERV and RV, that is expiratory reserve volume and residual volume. Any increase or decrease in this FRC will be possible with some lung disease. The normal value is 2.5 liters. Vital capacity, it is denoted as VC, maximum volume of air that can be exhaled after maximum inspiration. Vital capacity is calculated as the sum of inspiratory reserve volume, tidal volume, and expiratory reserve volume. The normal value is 4.5 liters. Inspiratory capacity, it is denoted as IC. Maximum volume of air that can be inhaled after normal expiration. The IC is calculated as the sum of tidal volume and inspiratory reserve volume. The normal value is 3.5 liters. Patient instruction before testing. When a patient is coming to the clinic for the PFT examination, what instruction needs to be provided to the patient? The patient should not drink alcohol for 4 hours prior to the test, should not smoke at least 1 hour before test, should not eat a large meal 2 hours prior to test. The patient is not supposed to do any vigorous exercise 30 minutes before test. Do not wear tight form of fitting clothes. If the patient had any loose dentures, the patient has to remove that dentures before test. The patient has to wait at least 1 month post MI or any other disease condition, or if the patient is hospitalized, because the impact of such problems may affect the result. For example, if the patient had any chest pain or abdominal pain or oral or facial pain or stress incontinence or dementia or physical deformities or any medical conditions that may affect the result of PFT. So the patient has to wait at least 1 month after any medical problem. Bring a list of all medications what the patient is taking and ask the patient to withhold bronchodilators and corticosteroids before test. Equipment used for PFT. The following are the most common types of PFT equipment that is used in the clinical setting. Volume displacement spirometer or a portable type of spirometer can be used for the test, or a pulmonary gas analyzer can be used, or oxygen analyzer, or a Silverman pneumotachometer can be used as an equipment for doing the PFT test. Procedure. When the patient comes to the clinic, explain the procedure to the patient. A verbal coaching should be given throughout the test what the patient is supposed to do. Ask the patient to sit up straight. Ask the patient to hold the machine in hand. Get a good seal around the mouthpiece. Block the nose with a clip. Ask the patient to take a deep breath. Rapid inhale maximally. Without any delay, blow out as hard as fast possible. Continue the exhale until the patient cannot blow no more. Expiration should continue at least 6 seconds in adult and 3 seconds in children. Children under 10 years. Repeat the procedure at least 3 technically acceptable times without any cough, air leak, and false start. The PFT is a procedure in which a forced expiratory maneuver, which is the common clinical approach used. Once the test has been done, the patient has been given a blow, a graph will be shown on the monitor. The result will be found in the patient chart or monitor. The common spirometric values which are commonly measured in a PFT test are FEV1, FVC, FEV1 bar FVC ratio. The lung volume and peak expiratory flow rate are measured to differentiate obstructive and restrictive lung problems. Once the procedure is over, the computer calculates the patient percentage of predicted value based on the performance, which will be compared with the average based on the age, gender, race, and height. The normal values are approximately 80% to 120% of the predicted value. A positive response to the bronchodilator is greater than 200 ml increase or greater than 12% increase between pre-administration and post-administration values. Common measures of pulmonary function airflow. Forced vital capacity, otherwise it is denoted as FVC. The amount of air that can be quickly and forcefully exhaled after maximum inspiration. The normal value is more than 80% of predicted. Forced expiratory volume in first second of expiration, that is FEV1, amount of air exhaled in first second of forced vital capacity. It grades the severity of airway obstruction. The normal value is more than 80% of predicted. FEV1 bar FVC ratio, dividing the value of FEV1 by value of FVC. It is useful in differentiating obstructive and restrictive pulmonary dysfunction. The normal value is, if the age of the patient is less than 50, the normal value will be more than or equal to 75% of predicted. If the age of the patient is more than or equal to 50, the normal value will be more than or equal to 75% of predicted. Forced mild expiratory flow rate. It is the measurement of airflow rate in middle half of the forced expiration. It is an early indicator of disease of small airways. The normal value will be, if the age of the patient is less than 50, the normal value will be more than or equal to 75% of predicted. If the age of the patient is more than or equal to 50, the normal value will be more than or equal to 70% of predicted. Maximal voluntary ventilation, otherwise it is denoted as MVV. It is a deep breathing as rapidly as possible for a specified period. This test gives an information about the exercise capacity of the patient. It is used in correlation with the exercise stress test. The normal value is about 170 liters per minute. Peak expiratory flow rate, it is denoted as PEFR. It is the maximum airflow rate during forced expiration. It helps to monitor the bronchoconstriction in asthma patient. It can be measured with peak flow meter. The normal value is up to 600 liters per minute. Nurse's responsibility in PFT test. Explain the procedure to the patient. Assess for any respiratory distress before procedure and report. Educate the patient what the patient is supposed to do throughout the procedure or throughout the test. Instruct the patient not to use any oral or inhaled bronchodilators or caffeine or tobacco at least 4 hours prior to test. Avoid scheduling immediately after mealtime. Avoid administration of inhaled bronchodilators 6 hours before the procedure. Instruct patient the correct technique for completing PFT. Coach patient throughout the test if needed. Instruct the patient has to insert a mouthpiece, take as deep as breath possible, and exhale as hard, fast, and long as possible. A verbal coaching should be given to ensure that the patient continues blowing out until exhalation is complete. Provide a rest after the procedure. To conclude, PFT are usually safe for most people. However, some people may feel discomfort or dizziness as they have to do repeated inspiration and expiration. Make sure that the nurses provide a verbal coaching and support throughout the procedure. Thank you for the patient listening.